Hello, third grade Virtual Academy classes, and welcome back to another week of online art. What we're going to be doing this week is we're going to prepare for a holiday that will be happening next week. So next Wednesday, the day before our next art class, is what we call Cinco de Mayo, which stands for, in Spanish, the 5th of May. Cinco de Mayo is celebrated every year on the 5th of May, and it commemorates a battle that Mexico won in 1862. Nowadays, it's celebrated in some parts of Mexico and some parts of the United States. It's become a celebration of Mexican culture, Mexican food, and there's usually big parades, and it's lots of fun. So we're going to make a traditional Mexican paper craft called papel picado. If you look in the sky to the upper left of this woman, you can actually see papel picado flying in the wind. Here are more examples of papel picado in lots of different colors and styles. Papel picado stands for, in English, confetti. So I'm going to show you what mine looks like here, but it'll be a little easier if I show you a picture of it hanging in a doorway or something. So I will show you that picture now. So papel picado is a paper craft that is created by intricate paper cutting with folded up pieces of paper. Then you unfold your papers and you hang them all up together on a string. It's mostly used for things like Day of the Dead, Mexican weddings, but we're going to use them to celebrate our Cinco de Mayo craft. For this project, the best paper to use is actually tissue paper, like the kind of tissue paper that you use for wrapping gifts or stuffing gift bags. I didn't have any tissue paper though. What I did have was construction paper. One of the big parts of papel picado is that it's brightly colored. So you can either try to find some construction paper, or you can just use regular plain paper, but color it before you cut it. It will be a lot easier to color the paper before you cut it. So for this project, you'll need some sort of paper, whether it's tissue paper, construction paper, or paper that you have colored. You will need scissors. You can try to find a string and maybe tape. So let's jump into it and see how to make this papel picado. To create your papel picado paper banner, we're going to make individual panels that have intricate patterns on them. You want to start with a rectangle like this. I made them half of a sheet of construction paper, but you can do different sizes and shapes if you would like. It's all going to look interesting. So any shape or size will work just fine. But I probably wouldn't work any bigger than a half sheet of construction paper. So what you have to do your papel picado paper cuts is you have to fold your paper. So I'm going to take my paper and just fold it in half this way. Crease, crease. And then I'm going to fold it in half this way. If you have larger paper or thinner paper, you could fold it again to get even more interesting paper cuts. But since I'm using construction paper, it's pretty thick, I'm just going to leave it at the 2 folds like that. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my scissors and just start making cuts along the edges. If you want to draw these out before you cut them, you could, but I'm just going to see what happens if I do some random cuts. So I'm going to try to avoid my corners. I don't want to cut my corners off, but I'm going to cut into all of my sides. So let's do interesting shapes. We can do sharp ones, we can do round ones, we can do big and small. So again, I don't really want to cut that corner off. So I'm going to go like that. And I'm going to just cut maybe a round hill shape. I'm going to, let's see, I could fit another one here. Let's do a long one. Like a big tooth. All right, maybe this one I'll have go further into my shape like that. Maybe do like that. Interesting shape. Let's do smaller one. All right, and then let's do maybe just one bite taken out of that side. There we go. All right, move all those scraps off to the side. And let's open this up and see what it looks like. Make sure you don't tear it while trying to open it. It can be a little tricky. Here we go. And there it is. My very interesting papel picado paper cut. Once you have one papel picado paper cut done, you can do another one and another one and another one, as many as you want, to make a banner. So in order to make a banner for me, I'm just going to use the string that I had laying around. So I have some yarn If you can't find any yarn, you can use paper and just cut skinny strips of it. So I'm going to use this yarn right here, if I can find the end. Oh, there it is. Okay, so I'm going to grab a long piece of yarn. And then in order to attach my papers to my yarn, you can really do that any way you want to. You could use tape if you have clear tape, but I don't have tape. I have a stapler. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to staple my Papel Picado paper banner to my string. One there, one next to it, one next to it, and on and on. As always, don't forget to share with me what you've created. I hope you have fun. And don't forget, Feliz Cinco de Mayo!